And this is Nova's week 2 long sequence. Okay, I would try to build up some. I would use the target here a lot more because she's showing me right there that she's not 100% sure of what you're looking for your end contact behavior. Honestly, from watching your video, I'm not sure. It seems like you're going for a 4 on behavior. Um, but she doesn't seem positive either. So we need to, but you should have some a little bit more independence on that. See how you like the way you had to run around the tunnel and then you had to get there and like coax her down. So probably properly placed targets or something so that she can get rewarded. Take you out of the picture a little bit so you get more independence there. So this is all good. She does a teeny bit of look into you, and right there, a real strong look into you. Probably looking for that magic treat pocket. No, I'm not sure what you're going for here. I don't. Maybe you got a little bit disoriented, lost a little bit around that wing, but what you do is this I'll call a rear cross on the flat. If that's what you're, I don't know what your plan was. I don't know if you had a plan. Maybe you didn't have a plan and we're just like, figure it out, or you kind of got lost and forgot your plan or something. It's hard to tell. We all do that. But you got out of position a little bit over the wing. You know that. You can see that, I'm sure. But then if you want to do a rear cross on the flat, then we need a dog that's willing to send in front of us. Rear cross on the flats, they're kind of a whole nother extra layer past a regular rear cross. Because you're asking the dog to really just run in front of you, and the dog really has to have value for the jump to run in front of you and look for that jump so that we can then run behind them rather than having them spin around and do that mumbo jumbo that you do. They have this hiccup here. This is not a great, so a rear cross on the flat is not a great plan for you guys at this stage. Maybe someday, hopefully, you can get there, but not right now because she's just regular rear crosses are a challenge enough because it means that for rear crosses, she has to be willing and desired to charge in front of you to find those jumps, looking for paydays out in front of her rather than looking to hop in your pocket. Um, so if you do want to use a rear cross on the flat, well, you had to stay on this side of the wing, not block her view or get in the way of that, and then create this line where she's really moving so that then when she lands, then you really send her out to that jump from behind and then you cross. But you kind of stop and do this here. I think a better option, well, there would have been a lot of better options for you, either doing something on the landing side over here, like a landing side front or a landing side blind, or a takeoff front or takeoff blind. Either any of those 4 options I think would be better for you. And if you want to work on rear crosses for that, I don't think that's a great setup for just practicing rear crosses. Again, I think you need to really nail regular rear crosses first. And even for a rear cross on the flat, that's a tricky rear cross on the flat. So now we got some kind of weave stuff going on. She keeps looking for those treats from you. But then she goes into the tunnel. I probably would have paid her when she came out of the tunnel. Just for going away from me. And not now when she's stopped and looking at you. Alright, but I think I beat that horse to death with our drills feedback. But hopefully you watch the drills feedback video first. If not, stop this. Go watch the drills feedback video. Um, and hopefully when you watch yourself, you can see that now. So I would use more targets. I don't know exactly how you trained your contacts, but I would go back using more targets, something getting her to drive to that target without you having to babysit it there. So there, obviously, she comes into you, misses that jump, and they're again trying to jump into your pocket after the jump. And they're trying to jump into your pocket after the jump. Okay, so this is a better option for you. That was pretty good. Could have done it a teeny bit sooner to get out of her way, but that was your takeoff front was very nice. Um, just like like usual, your fronts and your blind are your strengths. You do a nice job with those. You move athletically through them, so your mechanics are good. So your front and your blinds, you're able to do that. Your rears are going to continue to be a challenge, even though they're physically easier for you. They're and they're not any harder for Nova physically. The challenge with the rears is that she wants to come and jump in your pocket instead of like every jump. See how she comes into you every jump? And it's all about reward location. And not paying her like there when she comes up even with you. There's no reason for her to want to run in front of you. She's been reinforced way too many times for stopping and standing at your front or just right next to you. She needs like a ton more reinforcement away on her line. Think of it as the jumps should be paying her. This A frame with a target should be paying her. The magic pocket is no longer the place where she gets paid from. When she's in the position of looking up at you, that does not work anymore. That has been cut off. The store is closed. From now on, she needs to get paid from the A frame. Or when she goes into a tunnel, boom, the treat is on her path. The tunnel paid her. The weaves pay her. The jumps, especially the jumps, pay her. When she takes the jump, boom, the treat is there on her path from the jump. The jump paid her, not you. Okay? Your handling, your fronts and your blinds are great. And your rear crosses, it's tough to even critique your handling because she makes it tough by wanting to turn towards you all the time. That you're going to continue to struggle with those.